ink was dry before I signed, like it knew what it would find. A trembling hand, a desperate mind, and a promise I left behind. The air went cold without a sound, like the world had turned around, and every shadow in the room leaned in close like it knew doom. He didn't look like fire or flame, just a man who knew my name, smiling soft, too calm, too wide, like something hollow lived inside. He said, I can fix what's broken you, all the things you've been through. But his eyes never blinked once, like he'd done this 1,000 times. I asked him what he wanted in return. He said, nothing you can't afford to burn. And I laughed like I understood, but I never really should. The pen felt heavy in my grip, like it had teeth along its tip, and every word I wrote down fast was something I could never cast back. The devil's deal went wrong that night. No fortune came, no burning light, just silence where the truth should be, and something watching inside of me. Oh, I thought I'd win, I thought I'd gain, but all I own is deeper pain. And every step I try to run still echoes what I've done. Gone when I looked twice, just dust and air and frozen time. The signature still burned my skin like it had crawled itself within. I tried to speak but no sound came, just whispers calling out my name from somewhere not quite far or near, but always standing right here. My reflection didn't match my face, it wore a grin I couldn't place, and every blink it made instead looked just a little more like dead. The ground beneath me didn't shift, it just accepted what I'd gift, and every breath I tried to take was something darker in its wake. The devil's deal went wrong that night. No mercy left, no wrong or right, just empty words I can't undo, and everything that's breaking through. Oh, I thought I'd win, I thought I'd gain, but all I own is deeper pain. And every road I try to run still leads me back to what I've done. Crowded streets where no one else would meet his eyes, just standing there in passing light, smiling like he owns the night. He didn't move, he didn't speak, but every fear I tried to keep came rushing back in sudden waves, like I was standing on my grave. And when I blinked, he wasn't there, just winding silence, empty air. But something lingered in his place, like he had carved it in the space. It ain't about a soul you sell, it's every truth you never tell, every line you choose to cross without counting what you lost. And deals like that don't break or fade, they just become the lives you made, till every choice you thought was free is just another part of me. The devil's deal went wrong for me, but not in ways I thought it'd be. No chains, no fire, no final scream, just waking up inside a dream. Oh, I tried to fight, I tried to run, but the ending's already done, and every breath I still belong. devil's deal gone wrong. No, I don't bargain, I don't pray, I just watch the light decay. No escape, no victory won, just the price of what I've done. And if you ever hear that call from a voice behind the wall, don't answer back, don't play along, or your deal will go wrong. The ink is dry, the night is long, and nothing here feels truly wrong. Just me and everything I've done, from the devil's deal gone wrong. From the devil's deal gone wrong. The sun went down on broken ground where nothing good was ever found. The wind was sharp, the sky was thin, like it knew what state I'm in. My boots are heavy, my hands are bare, and there ain't no mercy waiting there. Just a horizon fading fast, and a name I can't outlast. The line too far, left my mark on every scar. From desert dust to mountain snow, everywhere I used to go. The wanted signs are torn and old, but still they carry what they told of every deed I can't deny, written under blood-red sky. I never asked for any grace, just time enough to leave no trace. But every road I tried to ride just brought the law back to my side. I hear the horses in the wind, like judgment crawling from within. And every breath I try to take feels like it's more than I can break. This is the outlaw's final breath tonight. No more running, no more flight, just dust and silence, wrong and right, colliding in the fading light. Oh, I tried to outrun my past, but nothing built is made to last. And every road I try to send just leads me to my final end. I see the ridge where rifles wait, like they already know my fate. No words to speak, no plea to try, just stillness underneath the sky. The canyon echoes what I've done, like every sin weighs one by one. And in the distance, sharp and cold, I hear the story being told. No angel here, no devil near, just everything I used to fear, closing in without a sound on this unforgiving ground. The wind don't care who's wrong or right, it only carries end of night. And every heartbeat in my chest feels like it's asking for its rest. This is the outlaw's final breath tonight. No more running, no more silence, wrong and right, colliding in the fading light. Oh, I tried to outrun my past, but nothing built is made to last. And every road I try to ascend just leads me to my final end. I lower down into the dust, where every promise turns to rust, and see the man I used to be standing just in front of me. Not angry, not surprised at all, just waiting for the final fall. Like he already understands what slips through broken hands. The rifles crack, the echoes rise, but I don't even close my eyes. Just let the moment come and claim what's left of my forgotten name. It ain't the gun, it ain't the chase, it's every step I can't erase. Every mile I chose to run that led me back to what I've done. An outlaw life don't end in peace, it ends in slow and quiet release, where every breath you hold inside becomes the moment you die. This is the outlaw's final breath for me. No more running, finally free. Not from the law, not from pain, but from the man I can't reclaim. Oh, I see it now, I understand. There ain't no future for my hand, and every road I can't defend has brought me to my final end. Now the dust is settling slow, where only broken echoes go. No legend left, no tale to tell, just someone who knew it well. And if you ever ride this land with a heavy heart and trembling hand, don't chase the ghost that fades to gray, or you'll lose your final day. The wind runs cold, the light runs thin, and silence keeps what's buried in. And I remain where stories end, with the outlaw's final breath, my friend. Was holding back the light, and every breath I tried to keep felt like a secret meant to weep. The crosshair steady in my hand on something I don't understand, and in that moment, cold and fast, I pulled the trigger on the past. It stood there plain and open sight, no mask, no shadow, no disguise at night. Just truth itself, too sharp to hold, too raw, too honest, too uncontrolled. It didn't run, it didn't plead, just looked at me and let me see every lie I ever made, every price I never paid. The wind went silent, even sound refused to stay above the ground, and everything I thought I knew started breaking clean into. My hands were steady, but not right, like something else was in the fight, and every second stretching thin felt like where I should begin. I shot the truth and let it bleed that night, watched it fall beneath the light. No turning back, no place to flee, just what it left inside of me. Oh, I tried to hide, I tried to run, but just spread itself across the sky, like something bigger than my aim was still alive inside the flame. The silent scream without a sound, like judgment falling all around, and every echo in my chest refused to give me rest. The world went still, the colors drained, like truth that left and only pain remained. And in that emptiness I knew there was nothing I could undo. The smoke don't rise, it just descends, like consequence that never ends. And every step I try to take just feels like something starts to break. I shot the truth and let it bleed that night. No mercy left inside the side, no holy hand, no guiding plea, just what it gave back to me. Oh, I tried to hide, I tried to run, but what was done was already done. And every lie I tried to see now grows where truth once used to be. It didn't speak, but still I heard 1,000 meanings in no word. Like every truth I tried to bend had found a way to reach the end. And in its fading, slow and wide, I saw the parts of me I'd hide. Not monster, saint, or anything, just consequences following. The trigger's cold, still in my hand, like it still doesn't understand that what I shot won't disappear. It just gets louder when it's near. It ain't the gun, it ain't the aim, it's everything we call by name. Every truth we try to trade still cuts us where it's made. And truth don't die when you make war, it only bleeds a little more, till everything you tried to hide starts living on the other side. I shot the truth and let it bleed for me, and now I see what I can't unsee. No clean escape, no guarantee, just what it left when it was free. Though I tried to run, but it's still running inside me. And every breath I try to keep still hears the truth beneath. Now I don't aim, I don't pretend, I wait for what I can't defend. No victory, no place to stand, just blood still warm upon my hand. And if you ever meet that gaze that cuts through all your twisted ways, don't pull the trigger, don't proceed, for you'll shoot the truth and let it bleed. The night goes on, the sky runs thin, but something never dies within. And I remain where echoes feed on what I shot and let it bleed. Cut sharp like a rusted blade, I've been riding through the night trying not to fade. The stars above don't shine for me no more. Just lead me down this lonesome desert floor. Every town I pass remembers my name, the whispers spread like wildfire and blame. I ain't searching for forgiveness or peace, just a place where my heart can finally sleep. Cause I'm a rider without a home, just a shadow made of dust. The night was still, the air was tight, like it was holding back the light. And every breath I tried to keep felt like a secret meant to weep. The crosshair thick like a buried sin, and the wind kept knocking to let me in. Street lights flicker like they can't decide if they're alive or just dead inside. There's a road that curls through the sleeping town where memories rise but don't make a sound, and I swear I hear them call my name like smoke in the dark that forgot its flame. Back home after all these years with a suitcase full of worn-out fears. The house still stands, but it don't feel right, like it's holding its breath every night. The porch still creaks in the same old tone, but it sounds like it's asking why I'm alone. And the door swings open without a hand, like it knows things I can't understand. Pictures hang where the faces fade, like time itself made a clean escape. And every frame is a hollow eye, watching me pass like a stranger's lie. I hear footsteps in the empty hall, but no one answers when I call. Just echoes crawling through the floor like they've been here forevermore. These are the ghosts of the past I know. They follow me everywhere I go, and every shadow and every sound. They pull me back when I turn around. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but they live somewhere deep inside. And no matter how far I drift or roam, the ghosts of the past still call me home. The mirror in the hallway cracked long ago, but it still reflects what I don't show. A younger me with a burning stare, like he's still waiting for me there. The kitchen smells like burnt goodbye, like something was lost I can't deny. And the table holds invisible guests, sitting quiet with unfinished regrets. I pour a drink for the absent crowd, but the silence drinks sit down out loud. And the glass shakes like it knows their names, like they're whispering through the flames. The walls remember every word, even the ones I never heard. And the ceiling hums a broken tune underneath the faded moon. These are the ghosts of the past I know. They follow me everywhere I go, and every shadow and every sound. They pull me back when I turn around. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but they live somewhere deep inside. And no matter how far I drift or roam, the ghosts of the past still call me home. I walked outside where the garden grew, but the roses bleed a darker hue. Like every memory buried here still blooms in sorrow year by year. The swing still moves with no one there, like invisible children fill the air. And laughter rises thin and weak from mouths that forgot how to speak. I dug my hands in the frozen ground where the truth I buried might be found. But all I felt was bone and dust, and promises turned into rust. And suddenly I was not alone. The past had carved itself in stone. Every mistake, every broken vow was standing right in front of me now. They didn't speak, they didn't move, but I could feel what they would prove. That you can leave, but never erase the fingerprints time won't replace. These are the ghosts of the past I know. They follow me everywhere I go, and every shadow and every sound. They pull me back when I turn around. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but they live somewhere deep inside. And no matter how far I drift or roam, the ghosts of the past still call me home. Now I sit where the fire once burned, watching the lessons I never learned. And every crack in this old wood floor feels like shadows that couldn't last. Sharp like a rusted blade, I've been riding through the night trying not to fade. The stars above don't shine for me no more. Just lead me down this lonesome desert floor. Every town I pass remembers my name. Whispers spread like wildfire and blame. I ain't searching for forgiveness or peace, just a place where my heart can find a sleep. 'Cause I'm a rider without a home, just a shadow made of dust and bone. I'm a rider. The road runs quiet through the night, like it's hiding from the light. Dust hangs low where memories roam, on the path that leads us home. There's a weight I can't outrun, from all the things I've said and done. And every mile I've ever known just leads me back to carry home. I came back through that broken gate, where time and truth don't separate. The house still stands but leans in shame, like it remembers every name. The porch still creaks beneath my feet, like it knows what I won't speak. And every step I take inside feels like there's nowhere left to hide. There's a photograph turned face down, like it couldn't bear the sound of what I was and what I've been, staring back through faded skin. And in the silence I confess, the ghost I never laid to rest. They don't accuse, they don't condemn, they just wait for me to name them. These are the sins we carry home, carved in flesh and set in stone. No matter how far we try to roam, we drag them back, we drag them home. Oh, I tried to leave them in the past, but nothing buried ever lasts. And every road I've ever known leads me back to carry home. The kitchen still smells faint and cold, the words too sharp, the stories told. The cut too deep to disappear, and lingers stronger year by year. A chair sits empty by the wall, like it's waiting for a call that never came, that never will, but echoes in the silence still. I hear my father's voice again, not loud, not clear, just drifting in, like something lost between regret and all the things he can't forget. The walls don't speak, but they still know every truth I never show, and every lie I tried to own has found its way back home. These are the sins we carry home, carved in flesh and set in stone. No matter how far we try to roam, we drag them back, we drag them home. Oh, I tried to leave them in the past, but nothing buried ever lasts. And every road I've ever known leads me back to carry home. I walked out back where the garden died, where we buried things we couldn't hide. The soil's still soft, the air's still thick, with everything we tried to fix. I knelt down slow and dug my hands through broken dirt and shifting plans. And what I found wasn't bone or blade, just every choice I ever made. They rose like shadows in the dusk, not to judge, not to discuss, just to stand where I could see what they've always been to me. And I finally learned what I denied: you can't outrun everything I've done. And maybe peace ain't letting go, but learning what you always know, that every road you travel on still brings you back where you belong. The night grows still, the past won't fade, but I don't fear the mess I've made. 'Cause in the dark I finally know these are the sins we carry home. Wind got sharp like a rusted blade. I've been riding through the night trying not to fade. The stars above don't shine for me no more. Just lead me down this lonesome desert floor. Every town I pass remembers my name. Whispers spread like wildfire and blame. I ain't searching for forgiveness or peace, just a place where my heart can finally sleep. 'Cause I'm alright without a home, just a shadow made of dust and bone. I'm alright without. The wind hums low through hollow air, like it's singing for those not there. The night stretches thin and wide, where forgotten souls still hide. No stars above, just fading light, like the sky forgot how to ignite. And somewhere between the dark and dust, I hear a song that lost its trust. I walked into the quiet plain, where memory dissolves in rain. No roads behind, no path ahead, just echoes of the barely dead. The names were carved into the ground, but the wind kept rubbing them out of sound. Like every story ever told was slowly turning into cold. I called out once, I called again, but the answer broke before it began. Just fragments drifting through the grave of voices that forgot to stay. And in that space where silence grew, I swear the air remembered you. Like every breath the world lets fall still carries ghosts inside it all. This is the song of the lost and gone, where the broken keep on moving on. No home to find, no place to stay, just fading steps that slip away. Oh, I hear them sing beneath the skin of every place I've ever been, and every voice I thought was mine was just the echo left behind. I saw a figure in the mist with fading edges. I couldn't resist it, reached for me without a hand, like it belonged to shifting sand. Its spoken tones I almost knew, like something I had lived right through. But every word dissolved to air before I could remember where. The ground beneath it lost its shape, like reality forgot its state. And I realized with sinking dread, it wasn't living, it wasn't dead. The world don't hold what it once did. It lets the broken stay half hidden. Every step I take to find just leaves more silence behind. This is the song of the lost and gone, where the broken keep on moving on. No home to find, no place to stay, just fading steps that slip away. Oh, I hear them sing beneath the skin of every place I've ever been, and every voice I thought was mine was just the echo left behind. I passed a field of empty coats, still hanging like forgotten notes. No bodies there, no breath, no sound, just history that won't stay bound. A child's laugh turned into wind before it even could begin, and every joy I tried to hold just turned into something cold. The more I walked, the less I knew if I was lost or passing through, and every answer that I chased just disappeared without a trace. And then I saw it crystal clear, the lost are never truly here. They're just the spaces left behind inside a fractured, fading mind. And maybe I was always part of every vanished, broken heart, just one more note inside the song of everything that can't belong. This is the song of the lost and gone, where the broken keep on moving on. No home to find, no place to stay, just fading steps that slip away. Oh, I hear them sing beneath the skin of every place I've ever been, and now I know the truth is mine. I was the echo left behind. Now I drift where the silence grows, through places only absence knows. No name, no face, no final end, just songs that never quite suspend. And if you listen in the night, between the dark and dying light, you might just hear what I became. Another voice without a name. The wind still sings, it never stops, through empty fields and broken lots, and all that's left where I once stood is the song of the lost, misunderstood. Fire burning low tonight, not in the dark but behind my eyes. The wind don't howl, it calls me close, like it remembers what I chose. Boots on gravel, slow and plain, every step echoes my name. And somewhere deep where shadows claim, I swear the devil knows my name. Is just something you never saw. My daddy said, boy, don't look back, but I learned young how to walk that track. First time I crossed that crooked line, felt something shift deep down inside. Not fear, not guilt, not even shame, just something cold that learned my name. The town went quiet when I passed through, like they all knew what I'd do. And every eye that met my stare looked like they'd seen me somewhere. There's a let you walk that road below. And every sin I tried to tame just carved deeper in my name. The devil knows my name, 'cause it's slow. From every place I shouldn't go, in every shadow, every flame, I hear him whispering my name. Oh, I've tried to run, but I can't outrun what I've become, what I've done. And every step along this road leads me back to what I'm owed. I met a man at the edge of town, wore a smile that never came down. His eyes were black, his hands were clean, like he'd never done a single thing. He said, son, you've been expected here, been walking this path year by year. I laughed it off, but deep inside I felt the truth I couldn't hide. He tipped his hat and stepped aside, said no need left to run or hide. And when I turned, he was just gone, but his voice kept carrying on. Now the night don't feel the same, it breathes and speaks my given name. And every road I try to claim leads back to that quiet flame. The devil knows my name, 'cause it's slow. From every place I shouldn't go, in every shadow, every flame, I hear him whispering my name. Oh, I tried to run, but I can't outrun what I've become, what I've done. And every step along this road leads me back to what I'm owed. I see my reflection change at night, not quite wrong, not quite right, like something's wearing my own skin, learning slowly from within. The mirror cracks, but still it shows a man that no one really knows. And in his eyes I finally see the truth that's been chasing me. There ain't no deal I signed in ink, no moment I can clearly think, but every choice, every mistake was one more chain I helped to make. And now I hear it clear as day, not far, not near, but here to stay. A voice that sounds too much like mine, drawing out that crooked line between the man I tried to be and what's been growing inside me. No fire, no throne, no grand design, just a quiet claim on what is mine. The devil knows my name, 'cause it's slow. From every place I shouldn't go, in every shadow, every flame, I hear him whispering my name. Oh, I tried to run, but I understand he never chased me, just took my hand. And every road I thought I chose was one he already knows. And now I walk where the night runs deep, where promises don't mean a thing to keep. No fear left, no need to hide, just something walking at my side. Maybe I was never free, maybe this is what I'd be. From the moment I first became a man, the devil knew by name. The wind don't howl, it speaks again, through dust, through fire, through every sin. And I don't ask, I don't defy, I just walk as the night goes by. 'Cause somewhere deep in flame and frame, the devil still calls out my name. roads to chase, just echoes of a different place. The sky hung low, the day ran thin, and I already wasn't where I'd been. I heard them coming miles away, but by then there was no way to undo what had been done or outrun the setting sun. The sheriff's badge caught pale light, like judgment dressed in something right. But I wasn't standing where they aimed, not quite guilty, not quite framed. The town had already closed its eyes, like truth was something it denies. And every step they took toward me felt like delayed apology. The wind went still, the road went wide, like it was choosing its own side. And every breath I tried to take just marked the ground they'd break. The law found me too late that day, nothing left to take away. No chains to bind, no words to say, just shadows in the fading gray. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but time had already decided. And every step they tried to claim just called out a different name. The horses slowed, the dust fell down like it was morning what they'd found. But I was still one step ahead of everything they thought I'd said. A broken fence, a hollow gate, too little mercy, too much fate. And every rule they came to serve felt like it lost its nerve. The paperwork, the final call, meant nothing standing where I'd fall, because the truth had slipped away long before that final day. The law don't move as fast as sin, it only shows up where you've been. And every second ticking through had already passed me too. The law found me too late that time, after every crooked line. No trial left, no place to stand, just echoes slipping through their hand. Oh, I tried to wait, I tried to stay, but fate had gone the other way. And every truth they tried to name was already not the same. They stood there quiet, guns half low, like even justice didn't know if I was villain, ghost or lie, or just a man they passed by. The wind picked up, the clouds broke thin, like something else was listening. And in that pause I understood they never would, they never could. The law arrived, but not in time to catch the moment I crossed the line. And now there's nothing left to trace but empty space. It ain't the badge, it ain't the gun, it's everything that's already done. Every second you negate becomes a law that's always late. And justice don't always arrive before the moment stops alive, till everything you tried to fight is already out of sight. The law found me too late for me, and I was already free, not from chains but from their claim, from even knowing my own name. Oh, I tried to stop, I tried to without a trace. The dust still falls, the sky grows dim, but nothing ever catches him, and I remain where echoes fade. Beyond the law, too late was made. There's a road past the ridge where the fog don't lift, and a lantern swings like a hanging gift. No one lives there, that's what they say, but the light still burns at the end of the way. I was dared as a kid just to walk that line past the fence where the crosses lean out of time. Heard a voice in the hush of the pines that night say, keep coming, you're almost right. And the closer I got, the colder it turned, like the dark itself had something to learn. That lantern still burns in the dead of night, through the fog and the guilt and the fading light. Every step I take, it draws me in, like it knows every scar beneath my skin. Hear it crackle low, like a voice half known from a place I swore I'd never go. I don't stop, I don't turn, I just follow where that lantern burns. There's a cabin there with a crooked frame, and a door that moves like it speaks your name. No wind outside, but it sways and groans like it's breathing slow through hollow bones. I pushed it wide and the fire was lit, though the hearth was cold and the ash unfit, and a chair rocked back like someone just stood. But there ain't no one in that wood. And the lantern dimmed when I stepped inside, like it knew I had nowhere to hide. That lantern still burns in the dead of night, through the fog and the guilt and the fading light. Every step I take, it draws me in, like it knows every scar beneath my skin. Hear it crackle low, like a voice half known from a place I swore I'd never go. I don't stop, I don't turn, I just follow where that lantern burns. There's a journal left on a splintered desk, filled with names and a single request. Don't trust the light when it calls you near, but the last few pages just disappear. And I saw my name in a shaking line, written fresh like it wasn't time, with a date that matched this very night, and a note that read, don't fight the light. And the walls leaned close like they heard me breathe, every shadow moved like it wanted me, and the flame grew tall without a spark, casting shapes that crawled in the dark. I tried to leave, but the door was gone, just the endless glow pulling me on. Every step felt less like it was mine, like I crossed some unseen line, and the lantern spoke without a sound. You were lost before you were found. Now I stand outside in the drifting gray, watching strangers walk that same old way. I see their fear when the light appears, but it fades real quick when it draws them near. And I try to shout, but no voice comes out, just a silent scream wrapped in doubt. Guess I'm part of what I once outran, just a keeper of the flame I can't understand. That lantern still burns, and now I see it ain't just a light, it's a memory. Every soul it takes leaves a trace behind, in the flicker of a broken mind. Hear it whisper low, you're not alone, but it means you're never going home. I don't live, I don't learn, I just stay where the lantern burns. That lantern still burns, and it always will, through the hollow dark on that silent hill. Every name it takes gets carved in flame, till there's nothing left but a ghost and a name. If there's mercy, it don't shine here, just a glow built out of fear. I don't leave, I return to the fire that forever burns. So if you see that light through the fog one night. Don't believe it's leading you right. Don't step close, don't feel that pull, 'cause it don't guide, it just makes you full of every fear you try to outrun, till you stand there still and become another flame in the lantern that never goes out. Like a dying breath, dragging steel across what's left. No station sign, no final call, just empty tracks and nothing at all. The headlights cut through dust and air, but there ain't no destination there. And every mile that disappears just echoes back through all these years. I bought a ticket I didn't need, paid in regret and silent greed. The conductor didn't ask my name, like it wouldn't matter all the same. The seats all on, the windows cracked, like time itself can't double back. And every face I try to see turns away slowly from me. The train don't stop, it don't slow down, it don't care who's lost or found. And every track it rides along feels like somewhere I went wrong. No map to read, no path to trace, just movement without a place. And every breath I try to take feels like a quiet, slow mistake. This is the last ride to nowhere tonight. No end in sight, no wrong or right, just endless motion, cold and bare, going somewhere that ain't there. Oh, I tried to turn, I tried to stand, but nothing moves at my command. And every mile I can't ignore feels like I've ridden this before. The whistle cries, but no one hears. It cuts through silence, not through ears, like it's calling something lost that vanished long before the cost. A suitcase sits beside my feet, filled with things I couldn't keep. Every letter, every name, just fragments that won't stay the same. I catch my face in passing glass, blurring like a fading past. And for a second I can tell I don't know me that well. The wheels don't rest, they only grind against the rails inside my mind. And every thought I try to send just circles back again. This is the last ride to nowhere tonight. No end in sight, no wrong or right, just endless motion, cold and bare, going somewhere that ain't there. Oh, I tried to turn, I tried to stand, but nothing moves at my command. And every mile I can't ignore Every choice you let remain becomes a different kind of train. And nowhere ain't a place you go. It's something deep you come to know. When all the paths you tried before don't lead anywhere anymore. This is the last ride to nowhere I see, and it's been waiting here for me. No turning back, no getting off, just endless line I can't uncross. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to flee, but the ride is part of me. And every mile I thought I knew just fades into a darker view. Now I don't fight, I don't pretend. I ride this line that doesn't end. No past to claim, no truth to swear, just motion going nowhere. And if you ever hear that sound, steel on rails with no town around, don't climb aboard, don't take the fare, or you'll be riding nowhere. The engine fades, the tracks run thin, something keeps me locked within, and I remain where echoes pour on the last ride to nowhere. Your churchyard gates scream in the night, rusted chains rattle in the pale moonlight. Every ghost has a story to defend. Everyone we carry never truly mends. Crosses standing in the midnight wind, silent witnesses of blood and sin. Crosses standing in the midnight wind, guarding souls that will never rise again. Crosses standing in the midnight wind, where prayers fall quiet and hope runs thin. The dead still whisper where the dark begins. My crosses are standing. The engine hums like a dying breath, dragging steel across what's left. No station sign, no fine. They say that river don't forget, don't forgive neither. Everything you take to its banks, it keeps. There's a bend where the water turns pitch black at night, where the cypress trees lean like they've seen a fight. Old folks say don't go walking there past sundown, but I've been dancing with demons since this town broke down. Mud sucks at your boots like it knows your name, like the river's got a hunger and a taste for blame. I was young when I first heard that whispering call. Now I hear it in my bones every time night falls. Hear it creeping through the reeds, calling out my sins and deeds, like it knows just what I need. It's the curse of the Black River, pulling me in slow, where the truth gets buried, where the cold winds blow. Every secret I tried to hide got dragged down deep in that rising tide. Yeah, the curse of the Black River won't let me go. It's in every dream and every shadow. I tried to run, but it always delivers right back to the curse of the Black River. There was a night with a storm tearing up the sky, and a look in your eyes I still can't deny. You said don't go near the water, it ain't what it seems, but I was already drowning in darker things. Lightning cracked and the river rolls like a beast, and the silence after sounded like a funeral feast. I remember calls out my name like I lit a dying flame. It's the curse of the Black River pulling me in slow, where the truth gets buried, where the cold winds blow. Every secret I tried to hide got dragged down deep in that rising tide. Yeah, the curse of the Black River won't let me go. It's in every dream and every shadow. I try to run, but it always delivers right back to the curse of the Black River. Come on down. We remember. You never left. Bending space and time. If I step too close, I might not return, but I've lived too long with this guilt that burns. Now the town's all gone quiet when I pass on through, like they all know something I never told the truth. Sheriff won't look me straight in the eye, like he's waiting on the river to testify. There's a rope on a tree by the water's edge, swinging in rhythm like a final pledge. And I swear I hear your voice in the wind tonight, saying, come on down, make it right. Moonlight paints the water red, like the things I thought were dead ain't so buried after all. It's the curse of the Black River dragging me below, where the lost souls gather and the cold winds blow. Every lie, every sin I denied, now they're waiting in that rising tide. Yeah, the curse of the Black River calls me home, to the place where I'm never alone. I tried to fight it, but it only gets bigger now. I belong to the Black River. If there's mercy, it ain't down here.
The wind went quiet in the fields, like even earth refused to yield. No crickets sang, no dogs would call, just silence swallowing it all. The porch light flickered pale and thin, like it knew what I was in. I didn't speak it out loud, but something moved through every crowd, from hollow towns to river bends, where every story never ends. The rumor traveled slow and low through places only ghosts would go, and every mile of broken ground seemed to repeat the sound. No telegram, no written word, just something everyone had heard, like truth don't need a name or face to find its rightful place. The trees leaned in, the fields went still, like they were part of some larger will, and every breath I tried to keep just fell into the deep. The South heard what I did that night and turned away from the light. No place to run, no place to hide, just judgment The church bell stopped mid-final ring, like even faith forgot to sing, and every preacher turned his eyes away from what the truth implied. The rivers ran a little dry, like they refused to testify, and every shadow on the ground seemed to lean into the sound. The town don't shout, it just declines to ever draw a final line. It lets the silence do the work where guilt begins to lurk. The wind don't judge, it just repeats what memory can't defeat. And every step I try to hide just brings you to my side. The South heard what I did and wouldn't sleep. It kept it buried in the deep. No mercy left, no alibi, just whispers under sky. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but it all gave me away. And every breath I try to find still carries what I left behind. Now every porch I pass at night feels like it knows I'm in its sight. Not spoken loud, not carved in stone, but something I have always known. The land remembers every sin and folds it gently deep within, till everything you thought was gone still echoes on and on. And I can feel it when I breathe. The South don't ever really leave. It ain't the towns, it ain't the trees, it's everything that hears and sees. Every truth we try to keep still roams the southern deep. And secrets don't just fade away, they learn the land, they learn to stay, till everything you try to hide becomes the earth's inside. The South heard what I did for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No road ahead, no place behind, just echoes in my mind. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to pray, but the South won't look away. And every breath I try to take still knows what I made. I don't speak, I don't pretend, I let the silence never end. No truth to fix, no lie to bind, just something left behind. And if you ever feel that hush where even night don't rush, don't say a word, don't meet its eye, or the South will know you lie. The wind still waits, the fields stay dim, but something never leaves within. And I remain where echoes bid. The South still knows what I did.
wind cuts sharp across the stone, like it's carving through the bone. No birds sing, no daylight warms, just restless skies and coming storms. The hills stand tall like silent judges, keeping count of blood and grudges. And every step you take up here feels like something drawing near. And dread, with a price half paid and a past not dead. They said don't come if you've done wrong. These hills remember far too long. Cabins rock where the cold winds pass, with broken glass and brittle grass. And every door I passed that day looked like it turned its face away. A man I knew once crossed this line, swore he'd leave it all behind, but they found him cold beneath the shell, with empty eyes and a wordless tale. A voice came drifting through the ridge, like it followed every step I lived. Said you can climb but you won't outrun what's been waiting since you begun. There's no mercy in these hills tonight, no wrong or right, just fight or flight. Every sin you tried to hide comes crawling out from the mountainside. Oh, I came to settle what I owe, but the land don't care, it only knows. And every path I try to take leads me back to my mistake. At the ridge's end, where the road gives up and the shadows bend, the door hung loose like a broken tooth, guarding nothing but the truth. Inside was still too still to trust, like the air itself had turned to dust. And on the wall, carved deep and wide, were names of those who never survived. Mine was there in jagged lines, like it had been carved before my time. And something deep beneath my skin told me I'd always belong within. The fire pit burned with no flame, yet still it whispered out my name. And every breath I tried to claim just fed the echo all the same. There's no mercy in these hills tonight, no wrong or right, just fight or flight. Every sin you tried to hide comes crawling out from the mountainside. Oh, I came to settle what I owe, but the land don't care, it only knows. And every path I try to take leads me back to my mistake. My mistake. Oh, I ran outside, but the hills had changed. The paths were gone, the sky deranged. The ground beneath began to shift, like it was closing every rift. Figures moved along the crest, shaped like the ones I never confessed. They didn't speak, they didn't chase, they just stood there face to face. And in the silence I could feel every truth I tried to conceal. No courtroom here, no final plea, just the land and what it sees. There ain't no law in say you're not alone, just ancient ground that knows your name and holds you to it all the same. And every step you think is free was carved long before you could see that some debts don't fade with time, they root themselves in dirt and crime. There's no mercy in these hills tonight, no wrong or right, just endless night. Every sin I've tried to hide now walks with me, side by side. Oh, I came to settle what I owe. Now I finally understand and know there ain't no rope, no way to break from the shape of my mistake. Now I wonder where the red lines bleed, with nothing left but what I've been. No past to change, no truth to twist, just names carved deep in the mountain's fist. And if you ever climb this high and feel that weight you can't deny, turn back before you lose your will. There's no mercy in these hills. The wind still cuts, the silence stays. The wind still cuts, the silence stays. The wind cuts sharp across the stone, like it's carving through the bone. No birds sing, no daylight warms, just restless skies and coming storms. The hills stand tall like silent judges, keeping count of blood and grudges. And every step you take up here feels like something drawing near. I rode in slow through dust and dread, with a price half paid and a past not dead. They said don't come if you've done wrong, these hills remember far too long. Cabins rock where the cold winds pass, with broken glass and brittle grass. And every door I've passed that day look. There's a hollow in the valley where the dead winds moan, where the trees grow crooked like they've seen what I was raised on the taste of a sinner's regret, with a Bible in one hand and a blade in the next. Daddy drank till his shadow turned mean and cold, said the world's just a grave, boy, you dig or get sold. So I learned how to bury what I couldn't outrun. Now the dirt knows my name better than anyone. And the night don't sleep when it's inside your skin, it just claws its way out from within. Ashes don't pray, and neither do I. Heaven went silent the night mama died. I scream at the sky, but it don't reply, just echoes of hell and a vulture's cry. I walk through the flames where the lost ones stay, where mercy's a lie and the debts all stay. If there's grace, it's too far away, 'cause ashes don't pray. There's a church on a hill with a cracked front door, and a preacher who don't believe anymore. He got blood on his hands and a cross on his chest, as forgiveness is just something sold to the rest. I lit a match where the candle should burn, watched the pages of salvation curl and turn. He just stood there smiling like he understood that the fire in my veins ain't never been good. And the bells don't ring when the truth walks in, they just rust in the weight of sin. Ashes don't pray, and neither do I. Heaven went silent the night mama died. I scream at the sky, but it don't reply, just echoes of hell and a vulture's cry. Walk through the flames where the lost ones stay, where mercy's a lie and the dead souls stay. If there's grace, it's too far away, 'cause ashes don't break. Met a woman in black by a roadside grave. She was digging a hole like she dug my fate. Said every man's got a debt to pay. Then she looked at me and whispered my name. Her eyes were empty like a burnt out star, like she'd seen every wound and every scar. She said, you've been running since you were born, but the end's already been carved in stone. And I followed her down where the roots run deep through the bones, the secrets we tried to keep. She said, a soul like yours don't ever get free, it just trades one hell for eternity. I try to wash these hands in the pouring rain, but the blood just danced in the crimson stain. Every prayer I spoke turned to dust in my mouth. Every road I took just circled me out. Now the sky hangs low like a loaded gun, and I taste my end on my tongue. There's a noose in the wind and it calls my name like a lullaby soaked in shame. I carve my sins in the walls of time, but they carve me back in a darker line. And the man I was ain't the man I see, just a ghost with a pulse where a heart should be. Ashes don't pray, and neither do I. Heaven went silent the night mama died. I screamed at the sky, but it don't reply, just echoes of hell and a vulture's cry. I walk through the flames where the lost ones stay, where mercy's a lie and the dead souls stay. If there's grace, it's too far away, 'cause ashes don't pray, ashes don't pray, they just drift and fade like the lives we lost and the debts we made. Every breath I take feels borrowed and thin, like the reaper's already wearing my skin. If there's peace, forgot my name, left me drowning in smoke and blame. I ain't clean, I ain't saved, just a soul that the darkness claimed. So lay me down where the black earth cracks, with the sins I carried strapped to my back. No stone, no cross, no sacred ground, just the sound of silence dragging me down. And if there's a God, he turned away long before I lost my way. Now the fire's gone cold, but the debt remains, and ashes. Ashes don't pray. There's rust on the revolver and dust on my name. The mirror don't answer, it just looks the same. The air feels heavier, like it knows what I've done. And every silence in this room sounds like a loaded gun. is waiting deep within. The wood's gone soft, the iron's cold, but it still remembers what it holds. And every scratch along its frame feels like it's speaking out my name. The house don't creak the way it should. It creaks like something misunderstood. Like every step I ever made left something darker in its wake. I tell myself it's just a tool, but still don't care about the rules. And every breath I try to take feels like a choice I shouldn't make. There's rust on the revolver tonight, like time itself gave up the fight. Every turn of the cylinder feels like it's getting closer. Oh, I tried to leave it all behind, but it never left my mind. And every road I've come across still leads me back to what I lost. I see it sitting in my hand, like it's part of some darker plan. Not moving, not alive, not dead, just echoing inside my head. The night leans in through broken blinds, like it's reading between the lines. And every shadow on the wall feels like it's waiting for the call. I hear my heart beat in the still, like it's deciding what it will. And every second feels too wide, like something's standing on my side. The weight don't shift, it don't release, it only promises no peace. And every thought I try to break just circles back to what I take. There's rust on the revolver tonight, like time itself gave up the fight. Every turn of the cylinder feels like it's getting closer. Oh, I tried to leave it all behind, but it never left my mind. And every road I've come across still leads me back to what I lost. The room goes quiet, even breath feels like it's negotiating death. And in the silence I can see all the things I used to be. Not judgment, not regret alone, just faces carved into the stone of every moment I let slide, until they gathered here inside. The revolver doesn't speak or move, but somehow I still know the truth. It's not the steel that weighs me down, it's everything I never drowned. It ain't the metal, it ain't the rust, it's every broken piece of trust. Every line I cross too fast, coming back to make it last. And maybe it was never fate, just choices I accumulated, till every path I tried to run led me back to what I've done. There's rust on the revolver still, but it bends me to its will. Every turn I can't deny feels like I was meant to try. Oh, I tried to be someone new, but there's nothing I can undo. And every road that I survive still ends with what I keep alive. Now I set it back in place, like it never showed its face. But I can feel it in the air, like it never left me there. And if you ever find this room where silence feels a little doom, don't linger long, don't stay too near, or you'll learn what I keep here. There's rust on the revolver still, and it waits without a will. And I remain where echoes run. dry before I signed, like it knew what it would find. A trembling hand, a desperate mind, and a promise I left behind. The air went cold without a sound, like the world had turned around, and every shadow in the room leaned in close like it knew doom. He didn't look like fire or flame, just a man who knew my name, smiling soft, too calm, too wide, like something hollow lived inside. He said, I can fix what's broken you, all the things you've been through. But his eyes never blinked once, like he'd done this 1,000 times. I asked him what he wanted in return. He said, nothing you can't afford to burn. And I laughed like I understood, but I never really should. The pen felt heavy in my grip, like it had teeth along its tip, and every word I wrote down fast was something I could never cast back. The devil's deal went wrong that night. No fortune came, no burning light, just silence where the truth should be, and something watching inside of me. Oh, I thought I'd win, I thought I'd gain, but all I own is deeper pain. And every step I try to run still echoes what I've done. Gone when I looked twice, just dust and air and frozen time. The signature still burned my skin like it had crawled itself within. I tried to speak but no sound came, just whispers calling out my name from somewhere not quite far or near, but always standing right here. My reflection didn't match my face, it wore a grin I couldn't place, and every blink it made instead looked just a little more like dead. The ground beneath me didn't shift, it just accepted what I'd gift, and every breath I tried to take was something darker in its wake. The devil's deal went wrong that night. No mercy left, no wrong or right, just empty words I can't undo, and everything that's breaking through. Oh, I thought I'd win, I thought I'd gain, but all I own is deeper pain. And every road I try to run still leads me back to what I've done. I saw him once in crowded streets where no one else would meet his eyes, just standing there in passing light, smiling like he owns the night. He didn't move, he didn't speak, but every fear I tried to keep came rushing back in sudden waves, like I was standing on my grave. And when I blinked, he wasn't there, just winding silence, empty air. But something lingered in his place, like he had carved it in the space. It ain't about a soul you sell, it's every truth you never tell, every line you choose to cross without counting what you lost. And deals like that don't break or fade, they just become the lives you made, till every choice you thought was free is just another part of me. The devil's deal went wrong for me, but not in ways I thought it'd be. No chains, no fire, no final scream, just waking up inside a dream. Oh, I tried to fight, I tried to run, but the ending's already done, and every breath I still belong. devil's deal gone wrong. No, I don't bargain, I don't pray, I just watch the light decay. No escape, no victory won, just the price of what I've done. And if you ever hear that call from a voice behind the wall, don't answer back, don't play along, or your deal will go wrong. The ink is dry, the night is long.